So it is Arabia, and we have Mr. Yo as the Chinese, and we have Twig as the Malay. So I would say that Twig definitely has the worst civ here. Malay quite weak. They do get fully upgraded Arbalest at the end of the game, which just seems to be their most like conventional thing that they can go for. They're more of a water civ. They obviously get good elephants, but that's kind of memey, and you're not going to beat Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo, on the other hand, is playing as the Chinese, who are pretty much universally banned on Arabia whenever there's a tournament, and they have the best win percentage, like win ratio, of any civ at the higher elos. I think that's just because of their tech tree being so wide, like they can go into so many things and get so many counters. So if you can make the correct decisions, which obviously the pros are very good at doing, then the Chinese are pretty capable at countering anything, let's say. They also have a particular start. They start with +3 villagers, -50 wood, -200 food, which sounds kind of weird, but if you know how to play it and you do it properly, you are guaranteed to have an eco lead on your opponent going forward. I don't know that build order. Maybe I should try and learn it, but yeah, it seems a bit broken that like no matter what you do, you're ahead, but whatever. Also, they have cheaper upgrades. Technologies are cheaper, just across the board. Technologies are cheaper, -10 in feudal, -15 in castle, -20 in imperial age. So yeah, you can see why they're kind of considered very strong. Yeah, they're not a meme civ at all. They're like just a very strong meta civ. You can kind of go into anything you want. He can obviously counter the Malay if they go into archers, with archers of his own if he wants to. But yeah, pro games typically end early, and I'm expecting this one to not go imperial, honestly. I think Mr. Yo will be able to overpower his opponent in Castle Age. That's just my prediction. It's just my prediction. I expect Yo to win either way, but I'd be very impressed if Twig takes this into Imperial Age, honestly. And we'll see if he takes T90's advice, which T90 didn't really follow in that last game, and goes for some Mimi strats to try and, you know, throw the pro player off a bit. But let's see. Let's see how it goes. Nothing crazy so far. Where is this villager going? Probably just to build a house. Yeah. But he is building the house out here, which is a bit strange. Maybe going for an early barracks? Question mark? Let's see. Normally you would see the house go up near to the mill, right? What's this mill gonna do now?
Yeah.
No, it's gonna chop wood. Okay, that's fine. So nothing crazy happening there. Mr. Yo, on the other hand, absolutely nothing crazy happening either. Is going to drop a mill here. It's going out for wood. How are the maps looking? Right away, I'm not a fan of Mr. Yo's map. Kind of wallable at the front between these wood lines, but those are his only wood lines, and if your opponent goes archers, which his opponent probably will, it's just awkward as hell when you have archers ranging over your wood. Can get walls to the edge of the map here, so not the worst map in terms of walling. Has this horrible lake here, or pond, just eating up this woodline, so not great, but definitely not the worst. As we see now, a barracks coming up for purple. How much pop is he on? So this is a pre-milled rush, looks like. So yeah, this is good play. I think just put Mr. Yo under a bit of pressure. Obviously, if the drush goes horribly wrong, then you've made an investment and not gotten a return out of it, so it's not going to work out later on, let's say. As we see him now come out here, he is housed. I don't like this. Yeah, it's a bad house as well. Gets it up though, so it's completely fine. So yeah, we'll see if he gets any damage here. He's just going to go for 2 militia, I believe, which kind of became the meta during the last King of the Desert tournament. Yeah, he has scouted his opponent. No, he hasn't. Okay, this is bad. Needs to scout. I mean, why is the scout back here? Honestly, was he trying to track Yo's scout? So now he just has to guess, right? So this is obviously one of the bad things about. Well, he's kind of going in the right direction. But this is one of the potential pitfalls of early aggression, is that you haven't scouted your opponent properly. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, please see that. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. Scared with the militia? No, man, that's so well, I mean, you can't really say it's unlucky, because, I mean, he's not likely to be up here, is he? He's probably here, so I would say it's kind of bad play or sloppy or something. No, it's his neutral gold. Anyway, he's gonna find it eventually, so it's not going to be the end of the world. And Mr. Yo does not suspect a thing. So it's all going to be about who can react first. Mr. Yo reacts first, of course. with a few tiles to spare, no problem, no problem. Yeah, and it gets the walls up, and it's going to be completely fine here. Don't think the Strush is going to accomplish anything. Maybe just needs to move on. But I mean, when you say it doesn't accomplish anything, this is an idle build. This build is a bit idle as well, so it's value, right? At the end of the day, Mr. Yo with his scout over here, yeah, just taking it easy. Yeah, this is downhill, right? This is downhill against his palisades, so palisades were obviously nerfed recently. So yeah, the villain is going to have to be vigilant here to stop the army getting in. But even if the army gets in, I think he fights it with these guys and it's okay, honestly. But still, it's an idle build and it's resources, so not bad play by Mr. Twigg at all. Meanwhile, Mr. Yo is almost in feudal age, and what's the timing on there? So it's pretty fast, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. And what's he going to go for? Seeing some shenanigan gates here. He's going to try and trap the scout. Oh! Okay. He's going for a stable, so he's going to try and counter this with scouts. Which is completely fine. You can do that with Chinese. But again, like, scouts kind of underwhelming. Like, so we'll see if Mr. Yo can get some damage with them, or if his opponent can wall up fully in the meantime. He will get the walls up here, and this is good because it's kind of protecting his eco. And yeah, well, he's back here as well. Alright, so scouts could get some damage if Twigg is not paying attention. Meanwhile, this Drush, yeah, not doing much here except idling this Vil. So still fine. Maybe Twigg just taking that as the damage and, you know, is happy with it. He's now in feudal. And what is he going to do? Has he scouted this stable? I don't think he has. Mr. Yo, I think, just going to build up enough scouts and try and fight this. Villagers now getting in on the job. I would like to see these just run away, yeah, just delay as much as possible, idle the bills. Yes, it's all idle time, so it's all damage. As we see these guys eventually go down, and the scout from Twigg runs away. So that's perfectly fine. Now he knows what Mr. Yo is going for, and we should see some spears out of him. I would like to see some spears. He's going for archers. Okay, there's a spear out already. Has he patrolled this across the map? This is great play, great positioning. Great play by Twigg. Gets 2 hits, which I think will let Bills fight this kind of with a bit of confidence, let's say. Or maybe at least get 2 of the scouts down. He's now adding archers. Mr. Yo has now scouted that, so we might see Mr. Yo adding some skirmishers in the background. It's all just cat and mouse stuff. Rock, paper, scissors. As we see these Bills maybe getting caught out, but there is a spear. Should choose to fight here. Good decision for me. As these Bills come back, they had a lot of food with them. 8 food, nothing crazy. They were out getting those deer, but now have to come back because they are too exposed. And now we're going to see archers and spears pushing back across the map. So again, like, diminishing returns from the scouts, honestly. Not going to kill anything with these scouts now, they're quite weak. So Mr. Yo probably needs to drop he already has done it. He has dropped an archery range and is now going to make skirms, which are obviously countering the archers and the spearmen. So we're presuming that purple knows this, and what is he going to go to try and counter the skirms, or is he just going to come home and defend and just know that the skirms aren't going to get enough damage? I like this for Mr. Yo. So instead of going back with this army, which he knows he can't fight, right? The scouts can't fight against the army that purple is sending forward properly, so there's no point in sending them back. He should really just be running around here trying to find stray villagers and delaying the eco. He is sending them back for some reason, maybe just wants to help defend, because maybe he's worried that he doesn't have enough skirmishers out yet. Maybe worried that his opponent might have fletching also. How many skirmishers does he have here? And he's getting fletching. Alright, so I mean, these guys are enough to counter this, especially with these hills. Like, if purple chooses to camp this hill, that's fine. But you can just sit here with skirms and it's fine. Scouts don't need to be here, honestly. Scouts could be attacking here. They could clean this guy and get damage here. It's a bit strange for me, honestly. But whatever. Who am I to judge Mr. Yo? As we see, yeah, the scout's running in. Just wants to bait the guy, but like, take 3 hits. Like, it doesn't, like, the skirms are enough to counter this and drive them away. Loses another scout. Yeah, it's just sloppy for Mr. Yo. Very, very sloppy. But now, Twigg is going to run away with these archers. I think those archers can take these 2 scouts, and I think they should get home, honestly. And then he's probably going to look to... He's dropping a stable now. Not sure how I feel about that. I don't think his base is under any threat at all. He has enough archers out already. I would like to see him just save these archers and build them up into a big ball of crossbow. Try and get a power spike in early castle age. I'm just going to switch his point of view, sorry. And he's adding scouts, which is just going to slow his castle time. And I don't like that much at all.
Yeah.
I do like this little sneak though. So he's gonna just try and join up with his other army here. He's hiding these guys here. Mr. Yo just scouting around for these. Okay, he's going to a dead end here. He's patrolling around. I don't know about the scouts, honestly. I would like to see him just go up to I would just like to see him go up. But anyway, let's see if he can get some damage here. As the skirms find the archers. Scout will go over there, and yeah, maybe... Well, now the scout will be able to help out here, but like, did he just make that scout to clear up these skirmishers, which weren't going to do anything? And now he might not even get the kill anyway, because the scouts from Mr. Yo are here, so... Anyway, maybe hoping to get some damage with these archers. If he can get some damage, which, look at all these skirmishers. No, he can't. Well, let's see. Mr. Yo notices, deletes this, so shouldn't get damage here. 3 walls, and now these guys have the hill. Can he get 1 kill with the scout? That would be very nice. Great play there, so really nice. Who said he shouldn't have added scouts? Someone in the chat. Anyway, scout should run away now. Very nice. So yeah, got a Vil kill for the scout. Is that worth it? Someone could probably do the maths. I'm not sure if it's that much of an advantage, but still, psychological. Maybe. Does he have a Vil lead? Yes, he does, but is Mr. Yo on the way up to Castle Age? No, he's not. Not yet. So... yeah, so Twigg eking out a little bit of an advantage there, got that 1 Vil kill. Yeah, and now is a 3 villager lead, so obviously Mr. Yo idling his eco a bit. But now Mr. Yo is up to the castle age, and I think Twigg has just clicked up as well. Yeah, we saw him garrisoning his TC, which tells us he's getting his food ready to go up. So they're both going up at pretty much the same time. And yeah, he manages to save these archers as well, which is really nice. Mr. Yo now just going around with skirmishers. So I will be interested to see what purple goes into, right? So the natural thing to do, as we see him at a stable, basically telling us what he's going to go in for. The natural thing to do, right, would be to upgrade your crossbow immediately, right? Get a bodkin arrow, crossbow, and then try and like snipe some vills. He's got 11 here, so once these are upgraded, they will be able to one-shot vills, no problem. But he is adding a barracks, so we might see knights, we might see elephants. Knights can obviously do a good job taking down skirmishers, but he has to assume that Mr. Yo is gonna go, well, Mr. Yo can go camels, remember. Do camels counter elephants? Not as well as they counter knights, I think. I think they probably do have a bonus against elephants, but I don't know. Let's see how this plays out. I think there's an interesting little mind game going on here. 2 stables, 2 archer ranges now from Yo, and he's just adding skirms. So he's obviously expecting, yeah, well, we saw the crossbow come in pretty fast. And it's elephants, yay! Elephants coming across, I like this play. I think knights are too easy to counter, and now we're going to see some snipes if Mr. Yo does not see, but of course he sees in time. Might still get one. Definitely gets one. Great play there. Obviously doesn't have ballistics, but yeah, let's see what these elephants can do. These elephants, I think, will force a tech switch. And the thing is that camels don't do well against crossbow, right? Knights obviously do much, much better. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Yo has just clicked up, so we're going to see what upgrades he's going for. He's going for knights. So elephant and crossbow versus skirmisher knight. I wouldn't be surprised if once Mr. Yo sees these elephants, he starts adding he adds a monastery. Or maybe adds barracks? No. You see the monastery come straight away, and it's the perfect counter. It's the perfect counter, excuse me. Because once he converts one of these elephants, he can just march the elephant back across the map, and it'll just force all these crossbow into like microing the whole time, and just absorbing all the, or taking up all the APM of his opponent. Well, yeah, the elephant's here, like walking around, so it's the monks aren't out yet. I would like to see this one microed a bit better, maybe try and take this Vil. Yeah, that Vil is isolated and might get a kill with the elephant. Get one more hit. Come on, you deserve it for making elephants, in fairness. Yeah, the elephants are just making mince of these skirmishers. Would like to see these guys loop around, honestly. Don't think he needs to run away. I think he can loop around. Unless he wants to build up more of them. But yeah, the elephants are doing work here. As we see a monk come out. Camels are now coming out. But yeah, elephants. There you go. Are running away now. But yeah, just clearing up a lot of these skirms and just doing a lot of work. Just being really messy. Like, it forced a lot of adaptation out of Mr. Aoe, right? First he was going to make knights, then he had to drop a monastery, then he made some camels, and the elephants are still here. And if they get into this wood line, it's not ideal. But yeah, I don't like how these crossbow are sitting around doing nothing, honestly. I would like to see purple get ballistics and then just snipe some wood lines. Honestly, around here, imagine the crossbow were here. Like, he knew the stone was here. He knew he was pressuring, or sorry, the gold, right? He knew this gold was here. He knew he was taking Mr. Aoe off this gold, so why not put the crossbow here? So maybe that would have been a little bit of a better decision. Crossbow's getting some damage here though, so perfectly fine as well. And Mr. Aoe completely stretched here. So yeah, the elephants are doing absolute work. Even the converted ones are going down. Does he have upgrades here? Yeah, he has the armor and the attack, so they're going to do completely fine against Imperial Skirm. There's a monk here. Monk goes down. Was he sniped by the archers? Must have been. Must have been. Meanwhile, at home, purple is fully walled. He's patrolling with spears just in case any knights come in. But yeah, I'm going to take a look at the villager count. He is now... what's that? 7 bills ahead. 7 bills ahead. Yeah, Mr. Aoe is just completely idle. The elephants are going to take this down, and it's just a really nice play. Mr. Aoe, what could he have done differently? He has to counter this somehow, so he needs to go pike, right? He needs to go pike and siege, and now... well, I mean, he might be saved, but I really like this. No, don't go into the TC. Just stand ground here. No! Man, he could have denied all this stone. But the elephants are just doing fantastically. And maybe Mr. Aoe just... well, yeah. These guys, yeah, it's 11, so these can do real damage to the vills. He's obviously seen that this is here now. Yeah, what does Mr. Aoe go into here? After all our talk about the Japanese being so... you know, capable of adapting. He's not doing a great job here. He made some knights, but knights aren't going to get it done against elephants. Especially if his opponent brings forward some, maybe he wants to snipe the monks, but like... oof. Knights aren't what jump to mind when you think about countering monks, honestly. And maybe a monk from purple would actually help him out here a lot. Not going for it though, just keeping his production going. Only has 1 TC as far as I can tell, whereas Aoe has expanded his eco a bit more, but this is so exposed. Purple really should try and punish that, like just a few of these guys there would be fine. But he's completely, like that big ball of skirmishers is gone, so now these crossbow are just so strong. And the elephants, yeah, can just try to rip Aoe apart. Yeah, so can Mr. Aoe come back from this? I'm not convinced that he can. I'm not sure what he should go into to try and do that. He's behind in bills. Like, it's a 10 bill lead. And it can only... and it's GG. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Amazing from Twigg. All the talk of Malay being weaker and all that stuff. And Elephant saved the day. Amazing stuff. That's a great game. Wow, wow, wow. Fair play to him. And it's not like it was all in, like he went 1 TC, so you can say 1 TC all in, but I mean the TC was working, so, and he had the build lead, so, wow, I am impressed. I think that'll go up to YouTube, so anyone watching on YouTube, please check out the Twitch stream, if you want. There should be a link in the description. Alright.